What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and there's another Tech Tip Sunday powered by Monster Energy Rehab. I'm doing a little preventative maintenance on one of my Bamboo Lab P1S printers. It's time, little things, blowing out all the fans, vacuuming out all the little debris, wiping everything down on the inside, lubricating the lead screws, wiping down the carbon rods, things like that. And just making sure it's up and running to its maximum efficiency. And before I did this, I actually spent a couple of days online going through the forums. You know, which lubricants do I use? The manufacturer recommends Super Lube. So did everybody else. They say it really is the best product, so I went with that. Kind of expensive, but these two little containers will last both of my machines probably 10 years because you don't use very much. And just making sure that the machine is up and running so I can have no downtime. And that's what you want on your vehicle too. This time of year, winter time, you should be thinking about all the little maintenance items that you got to be doing on your vehicle. It's lubricating the hinges on your vehicle. And I'm not talking about just going out there with some WD-40 and spraying your hinges. That's not the right product for your vehicle. What is the right product for your hinges on your car? I don't know. I don't know what kind of car you have. You should be looking in your owner's manual. You should be going online, going on forums dedicated to your specific vehicle and finding out what they recommend for your vehicle. Changing the batteries in your remote control key fob at least once a year. Try and make that. There are so many of you out there that have never changed your batteries. I know, excuse me, because you all come into my shop and I see that light on the dashboard, key fob battery low. I'll mention to the customer, hey, you know, you got a light on your dash? That light's been on forever. And I'll ask them, I go, do you know how to get into your car when your key fob dies? They go, yeah, I just go get my other key fob. And what happens if you're somewhere else? I don't know. You know, so I'll go through and I'll show them that every key fob has a little trick. You pull a key out and then somewhere on your vehicle is a place to put that. Sometimes you got to pop a cover off. And they're like, would you like me to replace the battery in your key fob? It's only like $5, you know, and most of the time they go, no. Blows my mind. Like, all right, whatever, do what you want. But yeah, it's little maintenance items like that you may not ever think about. They're probably never gonna cause your car to break, but it's just peace of mind. This time of year, I know people that still have locks. You know, are those cars still out there? Or you got to put a key in the door, you know, using a nice graphite lubricant to keep in there to keep their locks from freezing. We don't worry about that here in Florida, but there are other places other than Florida that actually get cold. So hopping on forums, making sure that you're, you know, maintaining the little things on your car that when you bring it into us to have your vehicle service, we're not gonna do. Like, we don't grease. If you say, hey, can you grease my hinges? It's squeaking a little bit. If your hinge is squeaking a little bit, it's too late. I can put some lubricant on there to keep that noise from coming back for a little bit, but you've already worn something down past the point of no return. So yeah, just keep putting grease on it and then until it breaks, and then get that thing replaced. But you know, looking up on forums, going on, finding videos. You know, I got a GMC pickup truck, 1500. And when I first bought it, I hopped online, GMC 1500 elevation, tips and tricks. And I watched dozens of videos on little things. Some of them were little maintenance videos. Some were tips on, you know, where this is, or, hey, did you know your truck can do this? Every vehicle I ever buy, I always search that. Another thing is taking your car back into the dealership and having a good service done. If you're driving a Camry, a Nissan Versa, a Chevy Equinox, do you have to do that? Probably not. There's not a lot of specified detailed maintenance that you're not going to be able to find online. If you're driving a car like the customer the other day, a BMW 740, comes in, hey, and he talks to me. I need to get my oil change filter done. I don't want to go all the way back up to Sarasota. 35-minute drive for the dealership to do it. Can you change the oil on these? And I go, yeah, I can change the oil on this. And then he goes, can you do as good a job as the dealership? And he said, no offense. And I said, I cannot. And he was a little taken back. He goes, really? And I go, yeah, I don't know BMWs. I'm not a BMW guy. I go, there's a shop right down the road. Those are BMW guys. You can probably take it to them and they'll know all the little tips and tricks. But a BMW mechanic working at BMW or Mercedes, Jaguar, Audi, VW, I go, they're going to look at things that I wouldn't even think about looking at. They're going to detect wear items. They're going to detect little things that I wouldn't even know to look. That's the benefit of on a higher end car like that, of taking it back to the dealership and getting a certified technician that knows those vehicles to look at it, because that's going to save you a lot of wear and tear and money in the long term. And then he was appreciative of that, and he still wanted me. He was still due for a big checkup, not too far in the future. So he still had us go ahead and change his oil and filter. And I looked it over the best I could, but I know there are things that I probably missed on his vehicle. But he was appreciative that I looked at it, and I was appreciative that I got it as well, because like little things like resetting the oil maintenance light. The oil change guys, they never would have figured that out. I have a scanner. I can go into the system and reset it. He would have left with that oil change light on if anybody else got it, but that it is what it is. But preventative maintenance, like I said, it's not just oil changes. It's not just filters. It's keeping your car clean. I wipe these down constantly because they're always getting dusty. I mean, it's only been a couple of days and it's already dusty up here. But it's protecting everything. It's protecting your paint. It's protecting your interior. Like I said, lubricating your hinges, so before they get to the point where they squeak and they break. It's, replacing the batteries in your remote control before they die. There's a lot more to preventative maintenance than just oil changes. So yeah, I think that's all we got for today. I got a bunch of, I'm staring at my computer there. Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight. I love Icon Tools. Harbor Freight's got a ton of good deals going on this weekend. So hop on harborfreight.com and check out a bunch of stuff. I actually was there last night picking up some Icon tools, some wrenches, because I had a 20% off coupon. I think everybody gets that 20% off coupon this weekend. So it's not just the Inside Track Club members. Definitely hop on there. Head over there. I think I'm gonna head back today because I got a different 20% off coupon and I'm looking at a new little diagnostic tool. So not a paid advertisement for Harbor Freight, just kind of throwing that out there because we had a little bit of a time left. But yeah, head over there, buy some cool stuff, and maintain your car. Maybe if you're there, pick up some batteries, change out that, if anything, if you take nothing else from this video today, if you've made it to this point listening to me drone on, change the battery in your key fob. That's it. That's the only takeaway. Forget everything else I said. Just change the battery in your key fob. All right, we'll see you next week.